All praises be to the Most High. He is the great I am that I am. And I'm going to be reading out the King James Bible. And I want you to grab your King James, coming to you with this other video. And I want you to also grab your notebooks and your pens and write these scriptures down. These verses down is very important. So after this video, if you're watching my video, you can meditate and go over these scriptures, these verses, okay? I did not come with a video on the Sabbath because the Most High was not ready for me to teach, all right? If you watch my last video, like I say, if you watch my last video, you will see that when I came out with my video, it was a weekday. It was in the midweek, and like I say, that I'm not going to always be coming to you teaching on the Sabbath, because the Most High has his days for me to teach, all right? And I just wait for him to guide me, all right? That's who I wait on. I don't just come out and just make a video and it goes out. He won't let me do that, okay? If it's something that he don't want me to teach and he haven't given me the okay, or, you know, giving me permission to teach and guiding me and showing me what to teach, I will not come out with no video. Usually it's during a weekday, a day in the week, or like I say, I might teach on some Sabbaths, okay? But whatever's in my Father's will, Israel, our Father's will, his will be done, not ours. So everything is already written, okay? So our praises be to him, the only one true creator, I am that I am. All right, so I'm going to start reading in Isaiah chapter 66, and I want you to start off at verse 15, because I'm going to start off at verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire. Now, I'm going to stop right there. This is Isaiah the prophet, okay, just to let you know. Now, I'm going to continue to read. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. Now I'm going to stop right there at 15. Now, Israel, if you know, you should know the chariots, and, you know, if you've been doing your research in the Old Testament and looking this stuff up, you will see. All right. Some of you know, the chariots and how the Most High is coming back. A lot of you, not a lot of you, but some of you know, Israel, concerning the Most High word, all right, when he's coming back and how he's going to come back. A lot of us don't really know, how he's going to do it, in order wise, but we know, the signs, and we know what to look for. We know the signs and we know what to look for concerning Elijah. And from then on out, as we see in the word, we see what's going to happen, but we just don't know how the Most High is going to have it in order to happen. I mean, we see it in the word, but he does what he wants to do. All right. So I'm going to continue to read verse 16. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. Now, right there, when verse 16 says, for by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, those are the other nations, Israel, okay? If you don't know, I'm telling you, those are the other nations, okay? The Most High is going to plead with them, and if they don't listen to him, they're going to die. If they don't obey him, if they listen to him, then they're going to be servants, okay, unto our Father, the Most High, and unto us as well. All right. And the slain of the Lord shall be many. Right there, I just said it. Okay. Now I want to go to Joel chapter 2, if I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Joel or Joel, but I'm going to say Joel chapter 2, and I want you to turn with me. I do skip words, and I don't always get these words correctly, so forgive me for that. But turn with me to Joel chapter 2. Not Job, but Joel, I think. But I know I'm going to Joel, that's what I say. Like I said, I'm not good at pronouncing a lot of these words in the Bible, so excuse me for that. But let's go to chapter 2, okay? And I'm going to start reading starting at verse 1. And I'm going to read all the way to verse 11. So I want you to stick with me, bear with me, okay? And I'm going to start reading now at verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble. For the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it. Even to the years of many generations, a fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth, and land a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them and behind them, a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses and as horsemen. So shall they run, like the noise of chariots on the top of mountains. Shall they leap like the noise of a flame of fire that devoureth the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array before their face. The people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war, and they shall march every one on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks, neither shall one trust another. They shall walk every one in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. They shall climb up upon the houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. Verse 10. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? You hear that? The day of the Lord is very terrible to all you Christians out there that think you're going to heaven and he's going to come like a thief in the night, and you're not going to feel any pain. You're not going to go and through anything. You're just going to go in peace. No, it's not going to happen like that. I just read it to you. It's going down. The Most High is coming, and it's going to be terrible that day. Yes, that day it's going to be terrible. Yeah. And the Lord shall utter his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. For he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? Now that's verse 11 in Joel chapter 2. And I'm going to move to chapter 3, still in Joel. All right, chapter 3. But you know what? Before I go to chapter 3, I have to read 31 and 32. So go back to Joel chapter 2 and go to verses 31, starting at 31. The sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day. Now, if you go to verse 2, in chapter 2, Joel chapter 2, you will see that it says in verse 2, chapter 2, in verse 2, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. Now go right here in 31, it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before the great and the terrible day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant whom the Lord shall call. You hear that, you Christians? Not everybody. Deliverance is not for everybody. The verse, when you look at verse 32, That's why I had to go here before I went to chapter 3. In verse 32, we see that, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be delivered, for in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, as the Lord hath said, and in the remnant. You hear that? The remnant. The remnant is who? The children of Israel, whom the Lord shall call. The remnant is the children of Israel. I can go to some scriptures and prove it to you. You know, this is very important. We have to really pay attention to this, Israel. Okay? Now go down to chapter 3. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations. You hear that? And will bring them down into the valley of Josaphat, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they might drink. Now right there, that's when they brought our people over here to the Americas, our ancestors, doing that to our people, you know, their kids, raping them and stuff, and doing all types of stuff, you know, to our people. It happened when that time when they brought our people over here to the Americas. Okay, now Israel, we need to pay attention to this. Now I'm at verse 4. I just got to reading verse 3 in Joel chapter 3. Verse 4, now I'm at verse 4. Yea, and what have ye to do with me, O Tyre and Zidon, and all the coasts of Palestine? Now this is the Most High. He's angry. He said, what I have to do with you? You know, like basically what I have to do with you? Why are you doing this? What is you doing? What I have to do with you? Okay? Tyre and Zidon and all the coasts of Palestine. Will ye render me a recompense? And if ye recompense me swiftly and speedily, will I return your recompense upon your own head? Because ye have taken my silver and my gold, and have carried into your temples my goodly pleasant things. The children also of Judah and the children of Jerusalem have ye sold unto the Grecians, that ye might remove them far from their border. Behold, I will raise them out of the place whither ye have sold them, and will return your recompense upon your own head. And I will sell your sons and daughters into the hand of the children of Judah, and they shall sell them to the Sabeans, to a people far off, for the Lord hath spoken it. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause your mighty ones to come down, O Lord. The Most High is angry. He's going to do what they did to us to them. He's going to pay them back. He's angry. And he's coming, Israel. He's coming. He's on his way. It's not going to be long. He's on his way, and we do not have long while we sit. A lot of our people sitting up here thinking we got, out here not even paying attention to what's going on around you, not even trying to listen to our Father, I am that I am, calling you, letting you know, get right, wake up, turn away from these demigods, turn away from these pagan practices, turn away from all this stuff that has nothing to do with our Father, Israel. I'm going to continue this out on the next video. Shalom.